What's good? This your guy Mann, and I'm rocking with you at 15 Minutes of Fame, brought to you by Cant Music. Let's go. What was the question?
How did you develop your career?
Alright, man, I've been doing music. That's a good question. Man, I don't even know where to start with it. But originally, I guess the best way to start at the beginning. Go back years back when I first fell in love with music was Master P was rocking. He had started No Limit. My career just got into with the love of music. I always loved it, and I wanted to not only be an artist, I wanted to be a business. I stayed consistent. I talked with a lot of people that was already in the music industry, and I always wanted to know every aspect or as much of the music business as I could. And the biggest thing that just kept coming around was consistency. And that's what I started focusing on. I started focusing on not necessarily, at first it originally started out for chasing the money and trying to get to the money and realizing you can't chase something that you have no blueprint to get. So when I started really seeing people telling me that it's being consistent with the music, consistently recording, consistently releasing music, and in the midst of that, apply these business skills to the music, and that would generate the money. So that's what I did to develop myself. I started listening, and when people shared the little knowledge, I went and researched it and figured out how do you use it, how to apply it. You know, somebody can give you something, but if you don't figure out how to use it, it's really worthless. So for me to develop and get better, I started getting more consistent and started and I'm not just talking about just being in the studio, but understanding the paperwork and the business side of it too. So going in, recording and dropping music and putting music out, and on top of that, testing the theories that I've heard and learned, and it helped me get better.
How do you go about seeking opportunities?
Oh man, I'm a talker. I love to talk. So that's not even nothing hard for me. You know, I have no problem with walking up to a stranger and saying, hey, how you do this, or how you get that, or, you know, can you teach me this, or can you show me that? So opportunity, I create my own opportunity. If I see there's something and that I want to ask, and I'm willing somebody to ask them to teach me, and hopefully they will, then cool. If they don't, I'm gonna go back home and wherever I'm going, homie, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna think about it and I'm gonna contemplate it and say they got 2 times this time that. Must have gave them this, and I'm gonna test my theory. So the way I get my opportunities, I talk. I love to talk. If you're a closed mouth, don't get fed, and I live by that.
How do you separate the businessman from the artist?
Oh, now that's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I guess you just kind of got to develop that over time. It's not really a blueprint for that, you know, because being a business owner has its own set of priorities and tasks and responsibilities, along with being an artist that has its own responsibilities and tasks. So for me, I just try to find a middle, you know, and structure that. I try to make sure I do down the middle. This side is business. I need to get this handled, and then after this is handled, now I can focus on being an artist. And then another thing too is when you're a businessman, you figure out ways to delegate things. That's like the business part of you. So I find other people that are better than me at what I do or other things that I don't do, and I delegate that work to them to run the side of the business for me. And having great people on my team to be able to do that release that worry while I focus on being an artist. And then when I'm not being an artist, I'm able to come back over here and put the hat on of being the boss and make sure that my artists and my team is taken care of, and make sure that they will get the same type of respect and grind that I want when I'm putting into my own project. So it's a challenge, but it definitely can be done. It's just a lot of hard work.
What does Mann want to tell the world now?
I'm here now, baby. That's it. I mean, it's simple and plain. It's a broad question, but all I ought to say is I'm here now. You know, but my biggest thing though, on top of that, I'm here now is you know, get to know me. You know, I'm an open book. I done went through a lot of things in my life that done got me to this point. Some things, it wouldn't have been the way I would have asked for to get here, but I wouldn't change that either because it's part of my life story. It's part of the reason why I'm here. So what I want the world to know is just know me, get to know who I am. You know, I'm cool. I like to chill and have fun. You know, love family, do fun things. You know, so anybody that want to know something, ask me. I love to help other people. I love to see other people happy. That's one of the things that make me happy, to see somebody else happy and watch them grow. Because it's not just about me, it's about the people. You can't do nothing without people. So that's the biggest thing I want you to take from me is learn mailman. Don't speculate, don't guess, don't assume. Learn mailman. If you learn mailman, I promise you'll love it.
What have you learned about the music industry?
I have learned there's a lot of snakes in the industry. I have learned there's a lot of people that'll waste your time in this industry. I have learned that people will try to capitalize and gain off of your future goals and your dreams, and they just sell you a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And it taught me to be self-reliant and go straight to the people. I bring it straight to the people, you know. That taught me to be self-disciplined, because sometimes you spend a lot of time chasing something and investing that time into somebody else that don't know nothing or couldn't tell you the difference between an apple and an orange, and you didn't invest the time and money into them. So I have learned a lot of people in the music business don't really know the music business, or if they say they in the music business, they probably that much in the music business. They so far away from the music business, you probably can't even see on my hand. So I learned to be self-reliant and really do my research on who really is knowledgeable. You know, not to invest my time into somebody and waste that time, because I'd rather waste money than to waste time, because I can get the money back, but I can't get the time back. So I just do my due diligence and make sure that I'm on my game, and anybody that I do rock with, that they got work.
From one artist to another, what advice would you share with upcoming artists?
Biggest thing I would tell an artist is learn the business. Learn as much about the business as you possibly can, because you want to understand the paperwork, the splits, the percentages, how the money is coming in, where the money is coming from. You want to understand the marketing, the budgeting. You just want to understand everything. Even if you still choose to go with a label, you want to still make sure that you understand as much of the business as you can, because what a lot of the artists mess up is they put a lot of reliance into the company, and be that even if you have a good run with the company, you still have to come back. If you do a 5-album, 6-album deal or whatever, and you never learned nothing in the midst of all them albums, you never learned how to music publishing work, how the music, what was the purpose of the masters. You never understood how to code your music. You never understood why your UPC code. You never understood the streaming, how you get on playlists, how to find influencers. You never knew the budgeting of, you know, how much to allocate to a marketing budget, how much to allocate to the radio budget, how much to allocate to a car wrap. You know, you never understood the whole piece of the pie. And now that you done went out on your own and you're gonna be independent, you start running through unlimited means amount of money, and then you realize and look at your personal bills over here, and your artist bills are starting to collide because you never understood how to really structure yourself. So the best thing that I share with you, one of the most important, is learn something about the business. That way, no matter if you sign with a label, you got general knowledge of what's going on, be that, or if you take on the industry on your own, you got enough general knowledge to know where to start. That's my best thing that I will share with the artist that's up and coming.
What influenced you to get into music?
Music has always been in my family. I mean, ever since I was a kid, music has always been part of my family. I have an aunt that sings gospel. I'm talking about the voice of an angel. If you heard of my mom, she can sing good. My aunts, they can sing. So music is always, we have always been a musical family. They was they was, like I say, they was on the singing. And then I remember as a kid, I used to just bang on the piano, bang, bang, bang. Didn't know, wasn't making nothing that sounded good, but it was fun. And then as I got older, I had my cousin. I had to give a lot of respect to him. John Pimp. Y'all probably know John Pimp out there. He doing this thing with the beats. But watching him, he really inspired me, and I was able to see what he did. And it started from wanting to just be on the front of a cover, to wanting to be in the video, to then want to do the hook, to then saying, okay, I want to learn how to write my own raps. And it just kept on growing from there. And then you got doing a research in the history of Master P, watching what Master P did with No Limit as a black man, and turning a company where they thought and doubted that he was not going to be successful, and look at what he is then. Well, look at what he was then, and look at what he is now, alongside with Cash Money, Baby and Slim. And then you take today's Quality Control and TIG, Think It's a Game, and look at what them guys are doing. It influenced me to keep pushing with the music. So my biggest influences would definitely have to be my cousin John Pimp that played these records, Master P from No Limit, and Cash Money and Brian Williams from Cash Money. They definitely influenced me to chase my dream, and I can show me it could be possible too.
Where did Mailman grow up?
Man, Mailman grew up in Mississippi, the dirty South, you know. Country boy, straight from country boy, man. Grew up down there. Like I always say, Mississippi made me, Georgia raised me, you know. So I claim both of them because Georgia really showed me the hustle and really kicked it into me, but Mississippi raised me from that country boy, that humble. Mississippi put that humbleness in me. It made me stay humble and grounded, and put that love in me to be caring, kind-hearted, and open-minded, and you know, it really rooted me. It showed me. You see a place coming from there, you had a lot of racism, but to think outside the box and not get locked inside that box. And then when I moved to Georgia, Georgia showed me, okay, look, you got to keep that hustle in. Now this is a home of black excellence, grind. It's you can be what you want if you put the time into becoming what you want. And that's where meeting the right people, taking me up under their wing and just saying, look, come on, I'm gonna show you what you need to know to survive in this world. And Georgia was that state that taught me that. So to be able to come from a small city like Jackson, Mississippi, and then now to grow into such a big city like Atlanta, it really, really groomed me to be ready to take on the world and bring me to the world, you know. And I want to make sure that I keep them humble roots that's in me. I want to make sure that I keep that humbleness and show the mannerism that I was taught, but at the same time show you that, hey, just come up, because I'm a country boy, that hustle there. Don't get it wrong, that hustle there. And that's what Mailman is from.
What was your childhood like in Jackson, Mississippi?
Man, childhood was great, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't rich. We weren't rich by any means. Didn't grow up with a lot of money. My mama, single parent, don't even know who my daddy is, still don't know who he is. To this day, if my dad walked by, if he walked in this interview right now and he said, how you doing, da-da-da, I wouldn't even know you were my dad. But you know, I ain't got no ill will towards him either, you know. When you become a man, you just realize things sometimes don't work out. But to be raised by a single mother that had her sister and her mother, which is my grandmother, you know, and watch them come up and take the little bit that we had and stretched it. We made it work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody chipped in here, there to make sure we had a whole. So me growing up, I grew up with love. I grew up with caring. You know, I had my rough edges, and that was just due to the environment that I was placed in. And you gotta adapt to the environment that you're in, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay down and what I would say carry them ways on into society. And that's what I had to learn. You know, sometimes when you grow up in a rough area, you'll bring aggression with you, and thinking that the entire world is like this little corner of the world that you grew up in, and that's just your corner. But when you go out into the world, you start to meet that hey, there's more ways to navigate through the world. So my childhood was great. I mean, it was fun. It was you know, we couldn't get all the toys we wanted for Christmas, and we didn't have the best cars. Sometimes, you know, you want your mama to pick you up down the street, or you know what I'm saying, or you want your mama to borrow your friend car, your auntie car, because she got a better car to pick you up in. But you know, mom made the best of what she had, and I'm proud of her. I salute her, and she made me who I am today. So we take care of Mom Dukes. You never forget about where you come from. I love my childhood. I wouldn't change nothing about it.
Without growing up with a father, how did you transition to adulting and fatherhood in Atlanta, Georgia?
For me, it was simple. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be the same man that fathered me. I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be leave a child in the world and take that moment away from them growing up with both parents. You know what I'm saying? Be that if it was the mother's fault why you couldn't see the child, or father's fault why mother couldn't see a child. I feel like as a parent, you should go through hell and high water and just to see your child. That's how strong your love is for your child. And that was my whole goal. If I ever had kids, to make sure that, hey, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be a man for my kids. It's never gonna be a moment where I'm not gonna be dad. I'm not gonna make sure that I'm there for them. And being a parent doesn't come with a handbook. There's no rules to becoming a parent. It is scary. I remember when I was having my first daughter. Well, not me per se having my first daughter, but when my kid's mom was about to have our first daughter, you know, it's nervous because you don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? You have been fending for yourself for so long, and then as a teenager getting ready to bring a life into this world, you know, you don't really know what to expect. But for me, I just knew I was not going to run from it. I was going to run towards it, and you know what I'm saying, let's take this on. So not having my father made me find the father figure in myself to be able to make sure that I can be the best father that I possibly could be to my kids. And you know what I'm saying, I always looked at a negative and found the positive in it. No matter how bad the situation is, I always look and say, what can I learn out of this situation? If this is the worst and my back is against the wall, it's gotta be something good in there. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. So not growing up with my father prepped me to be able to say, okay, you wanna be a better man. You wanna make sure that your kids is not at the end of the night when it's time to go to bed, you ain't over here partying, kicking it, and don't even know if your child had a meal that night. You don't want to be over here and you fresh from head to toe, but don't know if your child got some good shoes on their feet, or don't know if they got in the wintertime got a coat on their back to keep them warm, you know, or they living somewhere and that's unhealthy, inhumane conditions. And that was my biggest thing. I seen me and my whole crew damn near that I rode with, everybody grew up with no dad. I wasn't gonna be that man. I wasn't gonna be that man that didn't grow up and that grew up and didn't break that cycle to be a better father. So it prepped me a lot, and I love it. I love it. Wouldn't change life for my babies for nothing. So that's what fatherhood did for me.
1, 2.
Yeah, so we just wrapped up that 15 minutes of fame. Can't Stop Music, baby. Check me out, man, and get everything Mailman, mailmanmusic.com. Getting ready to drop this new album called Just Listen to Me. So I'm hoping that you love it. I'm already loving the process that we're getting ready to go through. And let's go on this journey with me. You know, I make music for the people. I make music, it's called life music. My music is just life. I don't care if it's fun, bad, if it's going on in the hood, if the news reported about it, it's life music. So thank you for rocking with me on this 15 minutes of fame. And as always, you can't stop music.